Good evening. This is Les Fettig with Mandate Democracy, speaking to you on a quite eventful day, where we've seen our capital destroyed and attacked in a historic demonstration of political mayhem. I'm speaking to you now, roughly 15 miles from the Capitol in Northern Virginia, and trying to address and run for you a new video, which happened at the very right, perfect time, with the Reverend Craig Johnson from Georgia. The video, which you'll now see, was prepared before the events of today, but I want to add this introduction to emphasize how important it is now, because our discussion with Reverend Craig talks about the condition of our politics, what we can do about it, the essential ingredients of our attitudes, how we behave with each other, as essential to coping with a system that we have been predicting and everyone knows is dysfunctional and falling apart. Now, it's important at this moment that we lend a perspective here, because when such events happen as today, there's immediate need to try to make sense of it all. Why did this happen? How did it happen? How do we prevent it happening? I want to cast some perspectives to explain what happened and how we prevent it, as the Reverend Craig will do in the video interview you're about to see. I want to start by saying something George Washington warned us about over 200 years ago. He said, the alternate domination of one party faction over another is itself a despotism that will lead to the loss of our liberties, the ruins of our liberty. Avoid any reaction that falls into this labeling and recriminations, and point out to the fact that our governance system is constructed on a confrontational two-party contest. And do you see where it leads? Before we point fingers at a totally unacceptable chief executive, how do we explain that? Because the parties constrict who can become primaried and not primaried. Our choices are made between unacceptable, ineffective party leadership. We should say our prayers of thanks for getting through today. And God bless America, but address God bless the American people. And that's our complete understanding of the ultimate solution. It's up to you and me, and as Reverend Craig will tell you, brotherhood, love thy neighbor, look after the least of us. Our enormous, we are in dark times. And now more than ever, we need to surmount and fix a system that has disconnected from we the people. We believe putting that power back in the hands of an educated, informed, and empowered electorate is going to be the only solution as an essential mechanic to get the voice and needs and aspirations of the people to surmount no matter who's elected. God bless America that we showed the resilience of our system today. I'm sitting 12 miles from the Capitol, where right now the electoral vote recording is still being opposed. They haven't stopped. Neither will this exiting president stop. Right now, people are raising money, more money, to get the next round of people running who are already jockeying to be the party nominees again. Have we not learned? The Proud Boys may be marching around with guns, but we have got to reinstill faith in each other, not in semi-idolatry to party politicians, personalities, and propaganda. If you ask what has caused this, it's been a system that's non-responsive, which gives us people like this horror we've had. How does it happen? We don't get choices as a people, the electorate, to say, I want solutions to my problems. We can't afford George Washington's alternate domination. First it's the donkeys, then it's the pack. This has been going on for decades now. So I ask you who will watch Reverend Craig's interview, which is coming, is very important, very powerful, very educational, that when you think to organize in your mind what has happened here, listen to the good Reverend who spent a bulk of his career as a law enforcement officer. This required an introduction because today is a historic day that will take a lot of assimilating. But do not react with recriminations, reinforcements, labeling, blame, Republicans, Democrats, liberals, conservatives. The answer is we, the people. The American people have a good heart. And as Jefferson said, and I'll close with this, men by their very nature are divided into two kinds of parties. There are those that distrust the people, surmount the people, consider the people dangerous. Well, the people will be dangerous. We're engineers and scientists. Any pressure vessel overstressed will blow. You may not be able to figure out in advance which is the weakest point that will blow, but we've got plenty. And our political system is designed to accentuate those pressures. The only institution that we can trust and rely on is you and me. I trust you to be informed, to make informed judgments, and you to respect me. And together, e pluribus unum, we will prevail into a new age. Because as de Tocqueville said when he wrote his book, Democracy in America, Classic Analysis, he would look at what happened today and say, smile. Because I discovered 100 years ago, that's what's special about you Americans, is you may screw up terribly, but you always find a way to fix it. And we have the freedom to do so. So let's celebrate America again for showing resilience. The small number, incredibly small number, who are now confined, but this battle will go on. Make no mistake about it. These powers, these forces, this outgoing president is not going away. So listen to Reverend Craig, okay? This is a day you will describe to your children and grandchildren. That how did we react? Did the people demand a voice? And did mandate democracy help us get it? I believe it. We will and you will, because our faith should be in each other. Please listen to Reverend Craig's interview. It's very timely. A shaft of light from Georgia. I'm going to watch the rest of the proceedings in the Congress. The objections have still arisen. We've survived this moment, but we need to think about and get our heads around how this happened, why this happened, and now build a brand new paradigm of participatory direct democracy, which 2/3 of the American people say they want. Pew Research 2018. I bid you good night. I'm going to see how the proceedings conclude. The National Guard has been called out. Washington is now a fortified city, and we shall overcome this. Bid you good night. Please watch the Reverend if you're able now. Good evening.